Good morning. Happy Thursday. Starting super early today. Ooh, I never start this early. I was just up, You're up, you might as well just start. I started playing with something last night that I wasn't sure what I would put in the game, but I'm not liking it. Just scattering blueprints for stuff around the map. I have these little nooks and crannies of my maps that there's nothing in them, and I always plan on putting something in them, but didn't know what yet. Maybe a cutscene happens there, maybe, I don't know, some kind of event. But now it's blueprints, crafting recipes, whatever, items. So started doing it. So yeah, so like right here, I have this little area. There's no reason for it yet. But let's put something. Tried to make something pretty generic that I could reuse over and over. Blueprint. Collectible blueprint. I have these prefab variants for collectible things. All I gotta do is locate this. And let's say I want to add a recipe for I got a lot of stuff. Just do something. Just do like a sconce. Recipe to make a sconce. Sconce pickup. Select. That's all I gotta do. And okay, there's one more thing I need to put it in a group that tracks things that are collected. I think it would be smart, instead of putting it in the scene, to spawn it and then don't spawn it if I have collected it already. That would be the smart thing to do, but we're not going to be smart today. We're going to be lazy. And the lazy thing to do is to just put it in the scene and hide it if you already have it. Oh, actually, let me make a collectibles container prefab. That would be convenient. To do that, I need a save state. Save. Oh. What did I call it? I don't remember. Hold it. Yeah. I have to look it up. Have it in the load scene. Collectibles. It's called Savable Children's Save. Savable Children's Save. The children. Always save the children. Savable children save. And then I need a savable. I believe that's all I need. I'm gonna make this a prefab. Place this upper one. Yeah. Put all the children in there. Right here. Okay. Where's that blueprint I just dragged into the world? Did I do it yet? I didn't do it yet. Look at that. We have collectibles. there's some game architecture stuff that I've just been making up, you know? I don't know the rules. I wish I knew the rules. So am I too big? I made myself a little bigger because I was watching a stream of mine just to see all those audio changes that I did a while ago, and I noticed I'm super tiny. Barely see myself. Does that matter? I think I made myself too big. I don't know if I'm scaring anyone. Okay, let's just make sure that that works. We can collect it and then it doesn't come back ever. Need to learn that recipe. Got the Gilmore Girls Cup today. Love my Gilmore Cup. NASA Creep, good morning. Chai Tay. First time chatter, welcome in. Please wishlist away. What up with you? How are you? Welcome in. Ooh, I need to fill in this little corner here. Do I like this little particle effect that happens? I have these like rays, these blue rays that shoot out of the blueprint to show you that you can collect. I like it. Dull. Once it goes away, okay. Exit the game, come back, see if it's still there. Ooh, I think it will be because the game only saves overnight. Definitely. Morning indeed. It's a creep. Tell me about your day so far. You're not driving while watching this. Okay, it's gone. That's good. Gonna get to work on my shooter prototype. Are the leaves in your plants 3D modeled separately, or is it a texture? It depends on which plants you're talking about. So I'm trying to actually use no textures in this game. Trying my best. So most of these leaves are modeled. Like this grass on the floor, modeled. These leaves, these are modeled. There's no texture maps. These leaves, though, I downloaded from a pack. They're kind of temporary and placeholder. Yeah, so yeah, these tree leaves are modeled. There's no texture. But these bushes, these are textures. I just haven't like dealt with them yet. Working on a shooter. What kind of shooter are you working on? Is it expensive? No, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I'm on a laptop and it runs it like perfectly fine in editor mode. I mean, I don't have a low-end computer to see if it non-performant. Corey, hey. How's it going? Welcome in. I also added these like indicators for when you can enter buildings. I don't like them at all. I hate them. Oh, I hate them. Didn't want to add too much like game glowy stuff because it makes the world feel I feel like it makes it feel weak. Like I gotta explain everything. Well, maybe just go figure it out. Swap this exclamation mark with one that's everywhere else, but made my game 3D modeling all the leaves before and my computer turned into a vacuum. Well, okay, so I mean, you gotta be careful, you know, you gotta keep it really low poly. I think these trees are, I think they're like 500, 600 polygons. Pretty low. Burn it down. Burn down the thing I hate. Yeah. Right now I'm testing. Last night I made these blueprints that you can collect in the game. Drag one out. Wait, I can't drag one out. Drag one out just to test. Place them in the scene. See how they look at night. Oh, they light up nice. So they're just little collectibles you place around the map. And I already collected that blueprint, so it didn't like notify me that I learned a recipe, but normally it's like, hey, you learned a new recipe. Oh, the inn is good. The inn is good. I probably wasn't too great at holding the poly count. Yeah, so let's go to these trees too. These trees are all, you know, modeled leaves, and if I zoom in on them, you can see like they're like 8 polygons per leaf, which is actually, you know, pretty high. If you're gonna do a texture-based solution, then you just have one flat plane. But I don't know. I wanted something a little different, and it seems fine. You know, look how many trees I have in the scene, and it runs pretty smooth in dev mode, and in a build it's even smoother. Like I never drop frame rate, but maybe my laptop's is just good. You know, I mean, with game art, you know, you always have to be careful. If you know something's going to be duplicated 1,000 times, like tree, you have to be really careful with how many polygons it has. Computer's getting old. Yeah. My computer I just bought in 2021 because I had a laptop from 2016 and it was starting to chug. Like it couldn't run the game anymore. It'd take forever. Upgrade. But now we're doing good. So I think those blueprints are cool. I don't want to totally add them to the map yet because maybe I should figure out a more generic way. So I place them and they kind of dynamically know what I need. And they just become the thing I need. So when you collect it, like you just got to go find it and that's the next thing you need. But that sounds like I don't want to do it right now. Let's consult the list. If you don't know what to do, consult the list. I have a list of things to do. All right, so the road to Demoland list. It looks like I checked most of it off. Make end of chat consistent. I did that already. Yeah. Dog naming GUI. I don't know how much work that's going to be. I'm not going to do that right now. That requires renaming an NPC, which I've not done. That could be a pain. Alter Eugene's Meet the Neighbor completion dialogue to fit the demo storyline. Not going to do writing on stream. That is, it's painful. Exploring tutorial has funky exploit. I could probably do that. Making a standard shooter. I don't know how to switch it up, so I like it and not put too much work on my plate since this is supposed to be a quick portfolio piece. Portfolio piece? Are you trying to get a job as a game dev, or do you just want to do it? NPC written review and not in a review. Date when you can. I think I mean I did this, but I hate it. Did it. Request NPCs to leave a handwritten review and not a random review. Let's do that. That seems cool. Getting a job. Yeah. Getting a job in game dev is something I have experience with. I am not a game dev by day. I am a VFX artist by day. Which I do commercials and broadcast music videos, whatever. Game dev, I don't really know much about the industry besides what I see. I have a few friends in the industry. It's all very surface. Like, I don't know what it's actually like. I'm just here pretending. So handwritten reviews. I have NPCs that come randomly, then NPCs that come because of a quest or storyline, and when they leave a random review. But the storyline ones, I feel like they should leave a bespoke review. In the simulation education side was simulation educational side. What does that even mean? Simulate learning? Like, do you teach? Written notes. So I have, let's work backwards. Let's go to the review generator. Figure out the best place to, it's getting cold in here. What do you know? Anyone out there losing their hair? When you finally shave your head, it is a whole new world of cold. I felt like I had a fever the first month. I'm just like, why do I have a fever? No. Lose all the heat out of your head. Always chilly. Created games that trained personnel to maintain aircrafts. That's crazy. That sounds so fun. But you want to get into real games. Cool sounding job though. Alright, I'm gonna start by closing all these scripts out. I don't need. Start here. Okay, we're starting clean. The review generator. So how do I get a review? I call it generate review. So do I want to generate this handwritten review from here or from wherever calls this? Let's find who calls you. The tally system. Tell me more, chai tea. Sounds so cool. You know, a lot of pretty cool what COVID did about making jobs. So there's so many remote jobs out there. A lot of game companies, they're pretty hip with the tech being remote, so it doesn't even matter where you live. Review generator. I generate the review when I calculate their pay. So I intervene here and get request review or good morning, Alpine daddies. Well, good morning, Mike Lombardo, Alpine child. Well, Alpine children. Want to stay in that sector in terms of real games. I'm not excited about how much crunch devs do, but since there aren't that many jobs showing up in the training sector, I'm sucking it up and applying to those. Smart. I think there's no shame taking a job because it's available. And yeah, working on actual games, there's a similar aspect to that in the visual effects industry. Like, I think what I do, you know, working on commercials, probably akin to doing training video games. Because when you go to like a big movie studio or one of those episodic houses that work on all the cool new television shows, you know, you get paid less. You work way harder, you know. Those Marvel movies, you know, they have like, out of like the 3,000 shots in the movie, probably 2,500 of them have visual effects in them, so you know they work you to the bone. And you know, when you're in your commercials, you just like you're working on 30 seconds and then it's done, and then you know, pays better because Less people want to do it. So I hear that. I don't think Jamin. So how can I tell if a guest is? Work-life balance, very important. Mike Lombardo, he is a huge proponent of work-life balance. I've never met anyone who respected their own work-life balance more than Mike Lombardo 3D. I am Mr. Work-life balance. Yeah, we like to balance the work and the life. Okay, now the quest itself. Maybe I have to add it to the NPC. That's actually not a bad idea. NPC. Okay, I got this. I know what I'm gonna do. It's actually, no, this is a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Software dev job listings want you to know like 4 languages now. Yeah. There was like a brief moment a few years ago where I'm like, I see these devs, these senior devs, they make twice the salary as me. And I dev all the time. Like, and I somehow transitioned to being a dev and get up to that point, and no, you can't just fabricate many years of real world experience with your few years of like at home teaching yourself how to code in C# and Python. It doesn't work that way. So I have these NPCs here, and what I can do is I can make a special class that's like quest review. Every time someone leaves, I can check. Oh, wait, but I don't know what quest is completing. I'm making a product. I am making a product, but I don't know if it's made well. Maybe a stay length. Okay, I gotta go back even more. So, guest pays, they know the stay, right? So a guest pay is a collection of snapshots. It's the inn, it's the room they're staying in, it's the guests themselves. Maybe what I do is when I initialize this, I mark it as a quest. So like the guest pay is also a quest. I think that's what I do. What else? Star reasons, joy, activities, clean. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. Okay, so first things first. Track what quest this is. Look. Bing. Name. So it's usually going to be blank. And then in the spawning, just spawning. What are we doing today? We're gonna try and wrap up this build. I need to get this build out soon. Spawn guest? What did I call this thing? Spawn guest system. Need to get a build out ASAP before I go to Japan. I'm trying to just wrap up a few things. Actually, this is one of the last things on my list, and I thought it would be easy. But it's turning out that it's just like annoying enough. Too many dependencies working hand in hand that I have to tweak. So narrative queue. So I have these things part of the narrative queue, but they actually don't know why they're spawning. Very interesting. I might mark this as too complicated to do on stream and transition to modeling. Because I was modeling something at the end of last stream that I wanted to finish. Open it up. I'm gonna make a fun sign. That's pretty, sometimes I need to do art. Sometimes you gotta do some art. We're gonna do it. Visitor Center exterior decor. Seeing your code now, it looks like you're following most of the coding conventions and design patterns. Okay. But the problem is I'm using too many conventions and design patterns. I've got singletons, I've got events, I've got direct connections, I've got everything. You name it, I got it in there. And it depends on how I'm feeling that day, which one I use. But it's purely emotional, you know, it's not a logical decision which one I use. It's just like, I don't feel like it. I'm gonna use, or I'm tired, I'm gonna use that one. It shouldn't be emotional. But that's the problem. I don't have training, so I actually don't know the logical reasons to choose a certain system. Usually it's like I have this like muscle memory to use the most inconvenient one to code. And that's probably the better choice because it offers the most you know, generic behavior, and as long as I'm not doing something too specific. Oh, there's a gameprogrammingpatterns.com. Oh, I read this. I think I've read this. No, it looks similar to something I have read before. I'm going to read this. MLG says, who needs training? If it works, it works. Yeah, baby. I don't know. I think it's smart to understand those patterns. It's true. Okay, so I was modeling the sign. I just wanted a fun sign for my park, you know? And let's finish it. So I think, so I'm instancing this rock a bunch of times. And just throw in one more rock. Yeah, let's throw in this rock. I'll instance both of these randomly a bunch of times and see what we come up with. We'll just make some kind of like base. And I'm using Mash. Oh my god, Mash. Horrible. I wish I had Houdini open. You know what I've never seen anyone do? Stream Houdini. Should I be the first streamer to stream Houdini? Although I've never looked, so I bet they're out there. This guy will tell you when you should use it. Okay, I'm gonna read that. I promise, Chai T. Thank you for sending me that. I don't need training, but I will save this just in case I change my mind. All right, let's see. I need to select the Mesh network. I need to put other rock in the repo. Small 2. Small 2. Bonk. Mesh. That fun emote. Okay. So early. It's still not even 7 o'clock in the morning. Wow. We're gonna get a lot done today. I can feel it. Concentrate. 5 of those. You want to track their IDs. Your fashion. We want to. Wait, randomize? Yeah. Want to randomize their X rotations? No. Cool. Chaotic if I do that. I kind of like it not random. I love MASH. Excuse me. Ooh, okay. I kind of like MASH too, but I just wish I had Houdini. Yeah, it's too fat. Okay. What is this? Why are you sticking out? I have 3 rows. And I have 2 rows in Z. I only have 1. Do I need? Yeah, I need to. Maybe I make them a little smaller. I kind of like that. And then maybe I just continue this column up. So it's like one structure. What do we think of that? All right, let's yeah, let's just 2,000 polygons, so poly count. 2,000 for one singular decoration that is static and doesn't move. I'm okay with this. I can live with this. I will sleep tonight. We're gonna get rid of that. Oops. We're just gonna stack these. And I need some signature, like, cutesy thing, you know? I had the vines on the other one, so I could put those back. Let's get that material going, too. Ooh, do I already have it in the scene? I think I do. Yes. Oh, no, I have too many. Maya, Matt. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna keep that Mash network live. Hide the original. God, these don't have UV. Read some. Oh. Auto magic. Yes. Alright, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if this works. I'm just gonna select totally random. I'm just gonna select them totally random and put them in different values of gray. Oh, you go here. Oh. Scale this down so it all fits in one. Put you in a darker one. Grab some more. This is, I don't know what this is gonna do. It's pretty weird what I'm doing. But you know, if it works, it works. Put you here. And oh, look. So it's subtle. Very subtle. I use some colored one here. And probably skip a value. Make it more noticeable. Ooh, that's, oh, you know what? It's because, all right, so some of these are just their faces. I need them actually to all be one. Let's try that again. We'll do better. I'll do better, I promise. Does it hurt me? Create planar. Oh, actually, you know what I can do? I think I could do this. Go to here. I can say sew or stitch. Stitch. Nope. Don't do that. Stitch. I think I crashed my. Nope. We're back. Okay, so what that's gonna do is gonna stitch. Oh, it tried its best. Let's try again. Okay. Yeah, so what that's going to do, it's going to snap the rocks together. I don't really care if they're all funky. Stitch together. Together. Okay. Looks like I got to do it twice for some reason. Stitch together. Together. You guys should all be yourselves. Stitch together. Okay, so now all the rocks are their own individual UVs. I love how Jesus. We don't condone drug use. Like, I know you're joking. He's joking, everyone. Can I undelete that message? I didn't know you were talking about hash browns. I had no idea. How am I supposed to know? Good. Also, these are low poly. I don't like the low poly look. I mean, I want smooth normals. Soften edges. There we go. Yes. Okay, so these dark brown ones are too dark brown. Lighter brown. Yeah, that's better. Gray one's back in there. Alright, that's looking like a rock wall. Right? I'm not Nico. Only one Nico in this world. Where is Nico? You're with me. I did want these to look like wood, so brown it is. Which brown? I got so many browns. Actually, what I'm gonna get a little fancy with them. I'm gonna overlay them on the gradient. Line them all up. And if you've noticed, so I have this like color atlas texture pro tip out there. Well, you can use one texture for everything. If you need colors, you just make a swatch like this. But double pro tip, you notice in each swatch at the top and the bottom, I have tiny little gradients that go to dark and go to light. So if you do need a linear gradient in a specific color, you just kind of do something like this. Now everything will have a very subtle gradient. Sometimes it's imperceptible, imperceivable, not seeable. Sometimes you don't notice it right away, but you feel it. You can feel it. I promise. Maybe it's not a pro tip, though. It's an amateur tip. I'm going to start saying amateur tip time. So for this one, I might want to add like weathering to the top. So instead of doing the dark, we'll use the light side. Now, you know, just you can definitely see it. Maybe not through Twitch. Maybe not through Twitch. I am terrible at art stuff, so I know none of this. You're not terrible. Don't say that. Nobody's terrible. You need to pop those off a bit. That's this. Okay, so these might be too thick because, you know, our camera angle's up here, and if we're looking down, it gets a little chewed up. Let's make this thinner. Should be easier to read the thinner it is. And at some point, it's going to be so thin. Why am I even having 3D text? But shh. 3D everything. I'm a 3D artist. I gotta do 3D everything. I hate textures. You want me to open Photoshop and make this in Photoshop? Get out of here. If you want to open it up in Photoshop and make it for me, let me know. Anyone out there wants to work in this game with me, you just like, let me know. Well, that's all you gotta do is let me know. Don't need these back. Oh, actually, No, yeah, I don't need that. I've offered help 100 times in 100 ways. You've literally only offered murder stories, murder things, like everything murder. Only suggestions you've ever had. Actually, I was actually thinking about that this morning, that we should have Mike's murder game suggestion time. Like, I'll carve out 3 minutes of every stream so you can give a new idea about how to turn this into a murder game. I had that thought this morning. I just realized I never posted on any of the socials that I was doing this today. Usually I post on some Discord channels. I didn't do it. Maybe I'll do it right now. Let me do that right now. It'll only take me 2 seconds. Okay, I did it. Anyway. That would help release a lot of tension for me. Are you? Let me know when you're ready. I'll carve out Mike's... I'll put on special music. If you need rocks, I can help. I don't need any rocks, actually. I got so many rocks. I got too many rocks. These are all my rocks. Although rocks are... I find that rocks are like the hardest things to do. The F is Nick? Yeah, I don't know, NASA. I'm worried about Nick. He's not here. Been extra harsh to him lately because he keeps saying very inappropriate things. Gotta crack down on that stuff. He likes to push my buttons. Maybe he just likes to push my buttons. I have buttons. We're back meeting. Enjoy your meeting. That's how I know I started early. Usually you have to go to your meeting 1 minute after I start. His whole existence is inappropriate. I love it. Corey, I saw your texture that you painted, the rock wall. Very nice. I was gonna say, I was like in the middle of saying, are you gonna make a normal map? And then someone else was like, are you gonna make a normal map? I'm like, completely. Mostly, I didn't suggest it because I don't think that is the style that you're going for. I feel like, you know, everything you're going for is... It's more stylized than like a realistic normal map. I don't think normal maps are what you're going for. It just doesn't look like it would fit. Normal maps are like when you want super fine, like infinite detail. You know, like when you want a rock to look craggy, but you know, it's just not what I see so far. Maybe that's what it will end up as, but that's not what I see yet. Yeah. Honestly, there's a reason why I'm not using any textures. They're just they're too time consuming. They're very like intense in terms of memory, and I'd rather one texture for everything. I don't want all these to be the same. And I am going to redo them because I want them to have a little gradient as well. So I'm going to do these. So now I have them all front facing. A little more manageable. Put them in. You, and you. You, not you, you. I need a script that does this, because I find myself doing this quite often. Oh wait, you were too dark, I think. Is that it? Or? That looks better. Now, what I want to do. Get them all in this gradient area. get even more variation. But line them up. Kind of big. Some in the light area. Can't have them poke between colors. That's a no-no. Light area. So I think that's honestly with the soft normals adding so much shading. Don't even notice this. This was overkill. You gotta know when you're doing overkill. It is a huge time waster. This, which I will continue to do. Do it faster though. Maybe after I'm done, I'll realize, oh, it wasn't overkill. It was perfect. It was exactly what it needed. It looks the same. Okay, moving on. That is a mess of you. I need... Or they're sticking out a little. Computer! How are you doing? Are we getting artistic? Oh, we're getting artistic up in is. We're making fun sign. Ooh, there's too much gray here. That happened. Here. In the back, I don't really care about because I don't think you could see the back. You'll never see the back. Should I add an Easter egg back here? Like in case anyone ever like unpacks the game and looks at this model from behind, should I add an Easter egg? Let me actually look real quick to see if you can. Is that even a question? Yeah, you're right. I'm doing it. All right. The second I said, should I do this, is the moment I knew I was going to. I just want to see if where I have it currently, can I look behind it? No, you can't. Oh, but I have a screenshot mode where maybe you can. And that's okay. That might be... Oh, wait. You can totally see behind it. Okay. Oh, I'm definitely putting a blueprint back there. Hells yeah. That's a great place to hide something. Not even a question. All right, so what is the Easter egg that goes back there? How about the first person who puts the channel reward first gets their name back there? Because no one's first yet. I feel like I'm all alone here. There he goes. What name would you like? Would you like your Twitch name? Would you like your real name? I want to say like sculpted by. I was going to say it's made by you. Oh, but actually, this is probably too much text. Go with computer games. Back. Do you mind if I don't put the games? Do you mind if I only put computer? I'll put it. I don't want to extrude this at all. Geometry. Full extrusion. Nope. 230 polygons. like to keep it interactive. Okay. We're in. Not gonna... Black Mage, UK. Welcome in. First time. Chatter, how you doing? Ah, we visited you the other day, didn't we? You're doing some level design. You're doing well. Okay, so there it is. Computer games. Did I do... what would like... I want this to look like it was sculpted by you, you know? Like this is a sculpture and it was made by you. But it's possible that... It just looks like... it's not like... I'll just keep your name in there.
You and me. Booyah, Grandma. Booyah.
Good, thanks. Finally got to catch you streaming. I'm glad you got to catch me. Stream at odd hours. With the US, it's... People aren't even awake yet, you know. Especially in the West Coast. 7 a.m. here. For everywhere else, you're all in the middle of your workday, so... Maybe you can, maybe you can't. The Park Ranger? I mean, if there was like a real name, do you want a character with your real name? I do have a... I got a redeem I can make you. So let's... What else is this sign? This sign, these objects. So let's group them. Alpine Parks? What did I even call it? Alpine Trail. Line group. And all of this be one. So these are the rocks, right? It's gonna all be one. And I'll give it that same material. Matty Matt. I think that needs these. What color do you want your name? What is your favorite color? Blue. No yellow. Give me a nice purple. Oh, of course. Of course. Nice. Quizzard. Ooh, Quizzard. Oh, you can't even see it though. Sure you want purple? Pink? Stand out a little more. Let me know if that's okay. Or if you want the purple. For it just to barely be seen. Oh, there's a darker purple. Maybe the darker purple will be visible. Ah, well, now it doesn't even look like purple. Although it's hard to tell in Maya. We need to look at it. Yeah, okay, that looks good. All right, let's get this in the game. Let's see what it looks like. Is there anything else I could do to this sign? Like, so now the rocks look cool, but the sign itself is looking a little lame. White? You just want it white? Put a flower on it or a star? Like real flowers or some kind of sculptural flower? Yeah, I'm gonna put plants around it. We'll make it look nice in the editor. Let's get it in the game. Alpine, Trail, Group, Sign, group. Okay. Alpine, Trail, Fine, Geo. Make an export group. Create. Set. What's that? Put it in the export set. Export the export. Carve a tree in it? You mean like have this built around a tree? Put lovers' names carved into it? No. Maybe give the sign some imperfections like chips and dents? Black Mage, which of those suggestions are you endorsing? I like the carve it in a tree. Or carve a tree in it, like have this be part of a tree. You mean just like... I was thinking like I'll straight up make a tree and have this like built around. This is a special sign, you know, this is the welcome sign. I want it to look good. Yeah. That's what you meant. So a real tree that is there, and this was kind of sculpted around that real tree. Yeah. Maybe you know, I've been having trouble lately. These are my pine trees that I made. I wanted to make the trees because if I download it from a pack, they'll look good. You know, yeah, they'll look good, but they won't be mine. So these are the trees I made. And they don't look as good as like those packs, but they're also, you know, those packs, they put a lot of stuff in them. They're super high poly. They have animated leaf textures. They have, you know, all this junk that makes it really non-performant. They're okay. They're not terrible. They're okay. But like, okay, so I got these pine trees. Pine tree from... Where's the pack with the good pine tree? Get them good pine tree. Yes, I love these pine trees. Hide gizmos. Like, the only thing I don't like about it is the material gets too bright at the top, but you know, I can control it. Control that. So this looks great, right? The problem is, you know, it's texture based, and which actually isn't. You know what? Clickbait Game Studios. Agree, you like this tree? Wait, you like these trees? FB, Nick, Jesus, everybody's showing up. You can format them to work with built-in Unity Wind. Yeah, I probably should do that. Every pack I download has their own custom wind solution, which pisses me off. But, I mean, doesn't piss me off. It's annoying. Wait, let me scroll up. I missed so much. Okay. Okay, I didn't really mean that, but you got very excited, so I support it. Oh. I think these trees are gorge. All right. FB, welcome in. Nick, in. Morning. Dervby has entered the league. I'm here for 25 to 30 minutes. Well, glad you can hang out for any amount of time. Also, why are these floating so high in the air? Even though... Okay. Seriously. I'm gonna... Left or right? We like these trees on the left, or should I keep going with my trees? Maybe tweak my trees to look a little better. Maybe I need this leaf gradient. Maybe I need like a total... Maybe that's all these need, is just this gradient, this Y gradient. Are my leaves a standard material? Tree leaf mat. They are. There's a standard material. I'd have to make my own material. Not a bad thing. I could do that. Oh hey, it's the developer of upcoming hit game Top Speed. Is that the... Wait, Oh, top seed! We had so many people in chat working on such fun projects. If anyone wants to share a link, feel free to drop it, and happy to throw it on. As long as it's safe for work. Looking at you, Nick. Nick, I was being so hard on you before when you weren't here. Oof, do not rewatch this stream. Do not start from the beginning. So inappropriate. Stick with where we're at. Editor. Okay, first of all, yes. If you haven't downloaded the editor and entered the Game Dev Field Guide November and December Game Jam, which is just a level design contest. It's so easy. It's like playing Mario Maker. And it was created by, Computer was part of it. A bunch of people from the game dev community, or the game dev field guide community. Some of your content. No, we were just messing with you. Chill. Yeah, so download editor and join the game jam. Let me show it. Making a video game is easy, right? Yeah. All you gotta do is play just paint the level. It's amazing. It works on Mac. I can confirm it works on Mac. Don't show the trailer, please. It's super outdated. Whatever. Yeah, go download this. Oh, I love the capsule. Oh my god. I never noticed the capsule. It's so good. I never left it a review, but it had. Yeah, let me leave it a review later. Go check that out. That's on Steam now. I remember seeing it a while back. Yeah, Steam. All right. So anyway, do I want to incorporate? So the whole point of this is like, okay, do I want to incorporate tree into this model? Let me grab one of my pine trees. I can reference them. If I go to plants, low poly nature, no. Where are my trees? Oh, here they are. I think it's just this. Trees V2. Stupid. Nah, this ain't even it. Wait, they're so tiny. Why are they so tiny? Oh, that's one of the trees. All right, so that's not the right one. Remove. That's why we reference first. Pine trees. Mash trees. That's the one. Mash trees. There we go. So here's all my trees in the game. Ooh, that's so messy. Put it in a group. Oops. Group. Oh. Maybe I can just bring in the trees themselves and not might see. Yeah, if anyone else wants to share something, please drop it in chat. Even if it's not game dev related, you know. Made a fun costume and you want to show off? If you got a new bowling ball you want people to see? If you've been drawing a graphic novel, as long as it's not too graphic, wink wink. So yeah, it's about 7:20. I'm going for an hour, which is way longer than usual. If you're new here, my name is Andrew. I'm in indie game dev. I'm working on a game called Alpine Lake, and it's a cozy Innkeeper-Sim, life sim style. Kind of like farm. It's kind of a farm sim, but farming is not the main mechanic. You are actually running an inn. So it's like Stardew Valley, but instead of farming, bringing it in. And it's got a lot of the Sims aspect, where a lot of the construction, the building construction, is very Sims. You can see in the trailer in the top corner, up there. So everything, all those structures that you see, like in front of the character, those are all built by you. However, whatever configuration you want. So, trying to harness the creativity of your building. I'm working on my graphic novel, but I'm too shy. Mike Lombardo, we need to break you out of your shell. I feel like you've been working on that thing for many millennia. Let's show it off a bit. All right. So, ash pine. I want to move. Please, move. Get out of here. How did they all get in group 1? Okay. Yeah, something happened. That kind of broke my scene. You know what? Let's just get this in the game. It looks super fun. Thank you so much. As long as it's got fishing, I'm in. It does have fishing. I haven't worked on fishing in a while. I need to work on the GUI that shows you how to, like, not how to fish, but I'll show you in a sec. Let's get this in the game. Export. Send to Unity. Selection. We want it in level decorations. Do I have that? Decorations? No. No, we want... I have a thing here. I just don't remember where it is. Modular sets? No. Static decorations. There it is. Here we have Alpine Trail sign. But... yeah, whatever. Export. Get it in. Get it in. Load that scene. Visitor center. We want to make it pretty. It's a very important spot. You know what? I'm also going to add a cutscene. I started working on a little raccoon, but all I have is the inner belly body. Taxidermy or 3D modeling. Neither. He's doing neither. Evby. Can you please share? Do you have photos that you want to share? Evby does some really incredible felting. Like, I don't remember. I don't know the actual term for it, but it takes a ball of felt and turns it into a beautiful, adorable character. Trail sign. Alpine trail sign. That does not flow. Does not roll off the tongue. Look at that. Here it is. But it has the wrong material. Put the right material on it. Not my... We want... Atlas. Atlas. I haven't done it in so long, so I was just trying to get back in the game for Xmas season. Yes. Why don't you share with them the one I gave you? Where is it? I just had it right here. Okay. It's a little graphic. But this is so Evby made this for me. And when did you make this for me? It's been years. Here we go. You guys ready? This is the one Evby made for me. There's a reason why I'm very carefully cropping what we see. Keep going. Here he is. This is me. Does he look like me? Oh, this is actually when I had a little bit of hair. You need to update it without the hair. Let's see the rest. I can't believe you have him so accessible. Oh, how about this? You can go. Oh, God. Listen, Start. Start. Show his little bottom. There's his little bottom. He's got butt cheeks. Thank you for that. Yeah, of course. I keep it with me. It's always within arm's reach. I can be out grocery shopping. That thing's within It's within arm's reach. Always. Gotta go. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, let's look at your name. Boom, there it is. That is an improvement. Slight improvement. Take it easy. I'll see you next time. Do I want to just delete this? No, not really. Let's take the ivy off this one. I want to put it... I want to keep the ivy. I think the ivy's cool. Maybe that's really all it needs. Make it a little bigger. And kind of nestle it in these bushes. I don't like how dark it is though, because the sun is coming from up there and it just doesn't hit the front face of this. I might want to add some decorative lights when it's nighttime that turn on, like spotlights. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? And okay, there is something I need to re-export it because my pivot was not in the right spot. It was actually kind of funny yesterday. I was watching someone else's stream, Code Rad Games, and he does a fun. I'll give him a shout out. Not here, but Code Rad Game. Look at that, I know how to give shout outs now. So I was in his stream, and Unity rated him, like Unity the company. That was funny. Never seen that before. This game is awesome. Yeah, this game is awesome. We've rated him a few times. He tends to start at 9:01, and I tend to end at 8:59. So, I don't get to rate him often. Maybe we'll rate him today. Oh my god. Okay. I just got an image from FB. Oh my god, this looks so good. This is one of FB's latest. No, is this one of your latest? This looks so good. Yo, you've leveled the fug up. That looks incredible. Amazing. This is one of FB's felts. Oh my god, I love the basket, the Easter eggs. You must have made this for Easter, right? This must be last year. Incredible. Any little arts and crafts you can do them. They help. Ooh, we got more incoming. That's adorable. I'm up on 4 years ago this Easter. Oh, that was made 4 years ago. Oh my god. Get back in the game, man. Yo, you were getting... That was like incredible. These can be on Etsy for 20 bucks a pop. Rank them out. Probably more. No, these can be worth more. What if you customize them? I've seen people like, I'll paint your dog for 100 bucks. I bet if you can like derive a simplified style and just accept people's photos for like 100 bucks and felt them, kind of like you did me. $4 an hour. Hey, it's a start. Yeah, these are awesome. Yeah, if anyone wants to share anything, please drop it. Okay, did I re-export this? Back in Unity. Yes, okay. It did export. Great. Come on. With removable hair so he can do his own ears. Errors tour? What? Is that a Swiftie reference? Alright, let's get these vines back in there. So I have these flowers here, but I don't... They don't even have stems. One of the packs I got. Flowers, they were meant to just live on grass. Like, they weren't meant to have stems. Very decorative. I think that's the style we're going for. The style we are going for is... basically been using these. Yeah, these are the ones. Get rid of this pine tree. And I put my own, I made my own custom foliage shader that moves them around. So yet another wind system. Black Mage, if you're still around, can you look into the built-in Unity wind system and use that? Like, am I able to do my own custom shader? Probably convenient. Sorry, I missed that. No worries. I was wondering if you can... Oh, this looks ugly. Like candy. I want to hook into the Unity wind system myself in my own custom shader, because I have this shader. As you can see, you know, flowers kind of move around randomly based on some noise. Wondering if I should use the Unity built-in system. The wind. Yeah, I hate these flowers. Oh my god, what do I do? Panic? 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 Honestly, I would use a shader for performance reasons. And then I wouldn't use these flowers for ugly reasons. Ugliness reason. What can I put here that's better? Just don't have a lot of like custom decorations right now. Let's see if there's anything in this nature pack that I can... Pure nature. I do like pure nature stuff. Do tend to like the prefabs. Got rocks, ruins, and vegetation. Okay, we got bushes, grass, ivy, mushrooms, and grass. Okay, so this is what happened last time. I came right back to these buttercup looking things that I started with. For some reason their grass shader broke. And water lilies, no. Ferns? You know what? I'm just gonna leave it for now. But I am going to change these neon green. Neon green. It's been bothering me for a while. Now they fit the style much better. Okay, that looks much better. Yes, okay. Yes. Yellow. I've noticed that, you know, there's so much grass in the game, like this infinite grass texture, that if I make everything kind of green the same, it just gets muddy and blends together. So a lot of my foliage, I've been pushing it yellow, and it looks way better. It pops out much nicer. Pro tip. Overlapping greens. Nice. Friend Nico loves grass. Yeah, he does. Honestly, I would use... Yeah, okay. I read that already. Alright, let's... So we got that in the game. That's much better. Looks nice. Made and not gray cubes. We got our custom... or collectible here. Wonder if I should put something by these picnic tables. Oh, okay. So what I want to do, I want to add a little cutscene when you reach this for the first time. I just want like a camera that sits here and has a nice view of the visitor center and the Alpine Trail, like right here. I just want a camera that sits here, maybe zooms in a little, fades to black, goes back to the player. Just it only happens once when you first come into this scene. I can do that. I have the power. It shouldn't even take too long. All I need is 3 things. I need a cutscene. I need a new timeline. So we'll go to our timelines. What kind of grass are we talking about here? We're talking evergreen grass, you know? I was trying to think of a type of grass. I don't know any types of grass. Where are our timelines? There they are. So we'll make a new timeline. I'm just gonna duplicate hike loop A because it has everything I need in it, and we'll call it visitor center sequence. How fast? I'd love it if I can get cutscenes down to like 5 minutes. So go to our timeline and we'll select our cutscene. So this timeline involves camera animation, the camera itself, and the Cinemachine brain. I only want one camera, so I can immediately get rid of these. Lock this so I don't lose it. We only want one shot, and camera, all I need is a Cinemachine camera, right? A virtual camera. Cinemachine, virtual camera. Put that in our cutscene, and we'll put that in our animator. Create animator, yup. Put that in our active Cinemachine brain. Create Cinemachine. Wait, no, that's not the brain. That's not the brain. Actually, I don't want to plug anything into there. Okay. This is actually grabbed down. What I want to do is plug it in here. Okay. With my grassy scenes, I use a nice mossy gravel and grass texture. It's good for breaking up grass clumps and edging. Yeah, I need better edging, right? So are you talking about like model stuff or texture stuff? Right now, none of this is painted. I'm trying not to paint anything because I feel like painting leads to time sinks where I can infinitely paint forever. So these are just tiles. I'm trying to keep everything tile based, but I do need better textures, especially for the blending. I need to break it up more because this is really flat, like so much grass, infinite grass. Also, I need to fill in this hole here. Where are my 8x8s? This is 16 by 16. 16. I don't have any 8x8s. And what about you? You look 8. Nope, 16. Do I have any 8s? Ground? Wait a minute. I have everything right here. Literally why I have it. I'm getting very distracted. One thing at a time. Always finish one thing at a time before moving on to the next. Watch me as I don't follow that. Okay, good. Oh, that's funny. This is an 8x8, but it's scaled really big. Alright. I noticed that all of my vegetation got messed up, but I have a button for that. Veggie spawn. I want to grab the areas. I want to get the properties from the scenes. Clear. Populate. Fixed. Up in the hot tub. What? Ooh, belly? Oh, are you talking about whatever's on the front page of Twitch? Yeah, that shit's always there. My favorite grass is Kentucky bluegrass. That's actually the grass I was trying to think of. Is the Kentucky bluegrass. It's like the one that I vaguely knew. My favorite is devil's grass. Ooh. I think you're talking about the grass that that's Nick appreciate. But can we please keep it family friendly in here? Nick, especially NASA. I do painting, so I guess it would mean a new tile for you, which I guess is more work. I'm happy to make new tiles. I'd rather just build it into the texture, to be honest. Like right now, this is like a triplanar with it does the texturing based on point color, like vertex color. So I set the vertex color in Maya. I didn't actually start this. I kind of tweaked it, but I downloaded a pack that had these paths, and I brought it into Maya to see how it worked. I'm like, oh, this is all vertex color based. So that being said, it's all vertex color based, but I could do better blending. Like I can grab the blend parts of the vertex colors and do something nicer. Maybe do a cutoff instead of like a lerp, you know? I think I like procedural stuff more than hand painting, because yeah, you can just, with hand painting you can just do anything. I don't like that freedom. I like need to be constrained. Where were we? We were filling this in. Now that's all filled in. And right, I wanted to make that cutscene. Oh god, I got so distracted. So the cutscene, it has animation right now, but I need to delete that animation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the whole track and make a new one. Let's put the camera where I want it. There's a button. No, there's a button for. Or I can set a camera. I can set a camera's position to the viewport camera. There is definitely a button for that, right? I've done this before. Game component. Align to view. Move to view. Align with view. Align view to selected. No. Align with view. Okay, so now, yeah, there it is. Great. So let's drag that in. Animation track. I might not even want animation. I'll just leave it how it is. Maybe I'll add some noise to it. But one thing we want is do nothing. Nothing. We don't want any animation here. Priority. What should the priority be? I think it should be high. Load scene. So this has a cutscene that I don't use. Entrance timeline. These are set to 30, so I'll follow that. Follow that logic. 30. Forced into crazy requests in your line of work. Wait, what? Oh, both scenes are loaded this. Are you a level designer by day? Do you have alternative day job? So looks like it's working. I like this view. Oh man, all this UI. Let's turn off all this UI for now. The modal windows. And I kind of want a cinematic. Totally. Oh, field of view. That's annoying. Me too. I make clips for people that aren't that funny. Oh God. Are you upset, Nick, at the people that you were making clips for now? Oops, I don't want snapping on. I don't want to see. So yeah, I never like pointing the camera too high up because I don't like to see the sky. I don't have a dynamic sky in the game. I think I can't. See if I can. It's cinematic. See the horizon. Oh, I barely want to see the horizon. Also, it's really hard to see with all this UI junk. I can turn the minigame off at least. So, MLGs, if you're out there, this is my GUI right now for the fishing minigame, which it's really lame and it doesn't even fit the rest of the style of the game. And it's just like colored blocks. I need it to be much cuter than minigames. Fishing minigame. Oh. How cool do the fish look? They look this cool. Is that cool? Are these fish cool? They need to be cooler? What's your favorite fish? Like salmon? Do I even have salmon? I don't have salmon. Trout? Pretty cool. Could be cooler? Yeah, I know. These are a pack. Did not make these. I just needed like something to get in the game. I was on a rampage one day, like, I need to add fishing now. For years, for I think 2 whole years, I'm like, I'm not putting fishing. And then one day I'm like, I'm putting fishing in the game. And I need all the fish right now. If you have any cool fish, share. You got cool fish out there, please share. Now we need a more cinematic angle. I liked it before. I liked it when it was up. Be a little closer. Also, this tree is blocking the front door of the visitor center. So let me actually move this tree. Add some more trees. Random tree. There we go. Okay, friends. Have to dip out to strip. What? The drawers. Oh. Doing work. What am I looking at? Oh god. Why did it come up on this screen? That was a picture of me in it. Fixing. Vacuuming. Vacuuming a mistake that happened. Alright. No, I liked it lower. So the cutscenes, they can happen quick. It's just I noodle too much. Too much noodling. Please stay and support Evers. I knocked over a whole plant of dirt. Yeah, you did. Knocked over a whole plant of dirt. I still have that plant? No, I got rid of it and got a new one. It was dying. Nice. Okay, so this is the cutscene. Let's play it, and I'm gonna add some. I'm just gonna add some noise. Where do I do that? I forget. Noise. Basic multi-channel Perlin. I have settings in the other one. I'll load. Settings I like. Cutscene. Entrance timeline. Cutscene timeline. So basically just 1 and 1, and I have a handheld telemild. Ah. Handheld telemild. 1 1. Done. Okay. And that's it. So how long should this happen for? About 2 seconds. The frame rate. 1 Mississippi. It's 60 frames per second. We'll make this about 2.5 seconds. And we want this to leave as it is. No, we want to active. I think we want to start it inactive. So let's start it inactive. And we want this cutscene to only happen once, play only once. We want to trigger it on start. We want to destroy it if it's already been played. We want to send events. Disable the UI camera. Yep. What else? I think that's it. Excited. Delay. Do we need to delay it? This one delayed? This one's delayed. Date and time 3 seconds, and delay after timeline ends 1.5. Okay, those are defaults. Oh wait, delay start. No. No. That was not checked, right? Needs followers to stay. Wait a second. There's just no room. It's too messy in there for my computer. But I did just buy a new one today. You bought a new computer? Congratulations. That's a celebration right there. Okay, I think we're done. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Raise your hand if you think this is gonna work first try. I don't think it's gonna work. Always miss something. Nice and big. You believe? Oh, thank you for believing in me. Thanks for raising your hands. It worked. Do it again. Do it again. That's it. It'll only play once. It was a little quick. I think it was a little quick. It worked, but it wasn't good enough yet. So I'm gonna count that as a failure. I want it to be 3.5 seconds. Maybe 4 seconds? 1 misses. 2 misses. Got a meeting? I'll be lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Jesus. Yeah, I don't even need this activation anymore. Not doing it. Okay, so 240, that's 3 seconds. Did it work? It cut to an ad. You serious? It did work. I want to now delete that. It'll never play again. Thinking of buying a Tacoma? A Toyota Tacoma? Did it show you a Toyota Tacoma commercial? Does it know I like cars? Ugh. Actually, that's a sore subject. I'm trying to get rid of my car, and it is not easy to get rid of a lease. Oh my god. It is a 10-week process. 10 weeks to switch a lease to someone else. Get cars in Roblox? Well, you. So let's just go straight to the Alpine Trail. How was that? Is that cool? Is that too fast? Thank you. I feel like it's too like the camera snap back is too fast. Problem is that's a global thing, and if I change it in one place, I seriously looked away and missed it. Oh my god! All right, I'll play it one more time for Mike. And I think I need to separate the sign from the center in the background. You're watching? Okay. Ready? Here we go. We're running to that scene. You watching? About to enter the scene. Okay. I think it's good. I just want to tweak the camera a little more. Then I'm good. And then I'll be happy. Nice. He sneezed. Good. Good. I'm glad you sneezed. You don't get to see it. I just want one little tweak. One little tweak. Then we're good. I'm gonna scooch it over. Just X a little bit. Scooch it back a little bit. Rotate it in Y a little bit. A little lower. A little higher. That's better. That's a better angle. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, now there's too much negative space on either side. I went too far. Went too far. Flew too close to the sun. Okay, that's good. Now I need a fun sign that says Visitor Center, right? I need you to know that this is the Visitor Center. So, Visitor Center, welcome sign. Look up some reference. Oh, I like this hanging. Oh wait, this isn't hanging. Need some. A little something, something. Welcome center. Visitor center. You need a squirrel on top of that sign? Okay. How many squirrels? Bird. I have a lot of birds. I have my crow. Animals bird pack. Whole pack. Wait, I only brought in the crow. Oh, okay, I have a pack of stuff, but I only brought in the crow. I think I was bringing them in one at a time. Because I only wanted the crow at the time. What if I just put a butterfly? I'll just put like butterfly effects. Can't drag stuff into the game scene. No, 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 don't replace, don't replace. This. One of these I altered, and one of these I... Maybe a Bigfoot walking by? People really want Bigfoot. It's not the first time I've heard that suggestion. Maybe I'll just put these butterflies here. They'll fly around, whatever. One of these? There's one of these. Oh god, it's just... Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. I was like, what is it going to be popping up? Very dangerous when things pop up. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. I like that. Let's see. Can I make that really fast? I basically just want like this roof with a plank as a welcome sign. I'm gonna make that. Absolutely. So I have so many checklists. Playthrough 6. No, playthrough. Oh yeah. So we modeled a fun forest welcome sign. We did that. We need to make a do not enter sign, and we need to make a visitors enter welcome sign. Okay. Paste that link. Okay. That's all I want for this cutscene right now. And do I want the butterflies to always be there? I think I only want them for the cutscenes. So I put them in the cutscene and I tell the cutscene to destroy if played. And the butterflies will only exist when the cutscene happens. Mornings are garbage. We should get rid of mornings. Tuna! Mornings are wonderful. What's the matter? Are you okay? Thank you. It's slightly better than our last one. I think we can do even better. I feel like everything needs 3 passes to be great. The first pass is your blocking. It's just cubes. Your second pass is like, okay, let me hone it into the style I want, and then the third pass is polish. Everything is kind of in that second pass right now. And polish it. All right, we're gonna do some playthroughs because I need to figure out what else to change before I do my build. Every morning is someone else's night. That's true. It is very true. So do I want to keep this? So this cutscene is the released version cutscene. It's conversation text. Let's make it long enough to... There's a bug in the game. What happened? Wait. What happened? Why did that happen? It didn't show... Why didn't it show the text? Oh god, something's not connected properly. I need to debug that. Oh, I don't want to do bugs. I want to make new stuff. So when the game starts, and I pause it, scroll down to the dialogue system. The NPC subtitle panel is connected. Normal behavior. Okay. Slow down. This is conversation text. Let's make it long enough to reach the second one. What is going on here? It's very, very strange. Start conversation. Opening photo cutscene. This is unfortunate. You know what? I'd ignore this for now. I think I know what happened. When I was doing, when I added that animated text package to this, I must have missed a connection that it needed. Must have, right? Menu panels. These are response menu panels, which that's different. Something else must be connected Alright, we're gonna ignore that for now. There's nothing I can do about it. Take me too long. I don't want to bore you guys with that stuff. It is Thursday. Anyone have any fun weekend plans? Please, you know, this is, oof, I have a horrible weekend ahead of me. I basically need to get rid of all of my stuff this weekend. This very weekend, so I could sell, well, I'm gonna sell my apartment. Can't keep it. I can't move to Japan and keep my apartment, so gotta get rid of it. That's what my weekend is. I'm going over to my friend's house to see his hutch. FB was very public about throwing his party on Tuesday. He was inviting chat. If anyone wants to go to FB's party, reach out to Mike Lombardo 3D. He'll give you his address. Alright, let's do play tests. So, okay, I know I gotta fix that problem on the list. Dialogue system not working with opening cutscene. Alright, and it's like my UI didn't come back. UI didn't appear after cutscene. Constantly break. Okay. The UIs. Every apartment Evan has lived in since he moved to New York City has been a 3R, 3ER, or 3RE, with the exception of one apartment. Thoughts on this? Oh. All right, so Jeff walks by immediately. It's going to make you want to talk to him. Hey there, my name... Horrible. Hey there, my name's Jeff. I'm the new park ranger here. I hope, in time, I hope to be able to answer your most basic of inquiries. I never thought I'd end up as a park ranger, but it turns out I'm quite the nature enthusiast. Says it all. Oh, right. I don't want it to say that anymore. I thought I got rid of that. Did something crash? And did I lose a bunch of work? I am pretty certain that I got rid of it. Yeah. Cats. I've said it all already. No. Get out of here. Don't say anything anymore. Go here. Well, I'm wondering if I don't play that cutscene, maybe it's the first conversation does. I sign. It works. Okay. Hide those leaves. All right. So, what do I want to do? I already got the quest to find the head of the town council. Make it big. New area. I love that animated text so much. I don't like how the UI are these trees, like these chat bubbles. Figure. Move. Chat bubbles. Bubbles. Or desort chat bubbles. I don't think I can because this is a layer on top. Not sure how that's going. Hotspot discovered. Town Square. Town Square discovered. You discovered a hotspot. Hotspots are special areas where your guests can visit. If you're lucky, they may even bring you back something nice. Special. Nice. So all these people want to talk. I'm playing this game for the first time. Do I want to talk to them? Would I just like go around the room? All right, I gotta move, offer, job, Birch, and Ruby, and Benji. I have Carlos. For a month ago, I'd call myself a local carpenter, but as bodies start to fail, as do. Out here. Said that. Oh, he wants to talk. Hello, my name's Oren. Yeah. Good for you. So, find the head of the town council. I know he's in here. You don't know he's in here. I'm just gonna go in there. Your letter. So he says a bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna read it. Chat with him. What can I do for you? Head of this town council. This room is pretty empty. He offers you a place to stay and says you can stay at my house. But this is the town's... This is like... town hall. Not his house. So I gotta meet everyone. So why is Benji... remove from Benji. Neighbor quest. He has... I duplicated him from Melissa, so anything Melissa is concerned about, Benji's also concerned about. See, his exclamation went away when her exclamation went. Nice to meet you. My name is Melissa. Might be a classically trained chef from the finest culinary school in Paris. Here I am, owner of this here roadside. Nothing wrong with that. Found some mushrooms. Alright, let's explore the rest of the town. If I was a player for the first time, what would I do? I'm looking for Vic. Maybe this is Vic. Alright, I'll talk to her. Hey, youngin', are you sure you're in the right house? My name is Jules. Alright, she used to break the game. Let's see if she breaks the game. I don't get many visitors. He was a social one. My age didn't... Oh, right. Yep, she breaks the game. Damn it. She still breaks the game. Fix that. Game breakers we need to fix now. Little stuff. Jules, you still break the game. I don't know what happened. I feel like I fixed all this stuff, but... yeah. This is actually normal. This is what this is what it's supposed to look like. No. What's happening is, okay, so Jules is special. She leaves immediately, and you can't get through her whole story. So I have all these empty text bubbles, and basically what I need to do is... I know. Okay. Great child. I just need a temporary way to get her out of her last comment. Which is... done. Okay, she does not break the game anymore. Guaranteed. Now, Benji... I want to get rid of the offering of a job thing. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that. Because you can only offer them jobs when you upgrade your inn to be able to hire help, and when you complete some quests so that they want to be hired. Go to the game manager. We'll turn off can hire help. And we'll turn off can build second floor. Nah, we'll leave it. Stuff. That's two things marked off our list immediately. Let's remove that exclamation mark from Benji. Pretty easy. Question on the dialogue system. Can it import to export from a text file or some sort? Vice versa. It technically can. It actually has a lot of functionality where you can merge databases, you can localize, import, export. You can import from certain software like ChatMapper. There's like 6 different pieces of dialogue software creation that it will import and use in here. I don't have any of those extra softwares. You can just do an SV file or SCV, like a Excel spreadsheet file. It does it all. Export, so you can, like, I can send. So here's chat mapper, JSON, SCV, voiceover script, language text, screenplay. It has all these formats that I can export to, and then it could re-import it. So like I can, when I want to do localization, I just export it, and it's a localization company, re-import that. Feel good. So yeah, I think it's merge database. So I think what I do is, no, this is for merging two different databases within Unity. Okay, there's ways. Pretty cool. All right, so let's remove that exclamation mark from Benji. Very easy to do. All I need to do, go to this quest listener, and he does. Don't listen for this. Move. The neighbors. Anyone can cook. No, that's nice. There, Benji is no longer obsessed with everything Melissa does. What else? What other easy things? Low-hanging fruit. Remove offer job. I did already. Z-sword, I can't do that. Hide those leaves. All leaves. Why did I do that? Hide those leaves. What leaves? I know I wrote this down like 10 minutes ago. Why did I write this down? Hide those leaves. Was it during the conversation? The first conversation I had with Jeff, there was just big leaves in the way. Was that it? Funny, I don't remember. All right, let's keep playing. Keep playing. If anyone out there is new, who I am. My name is Andrew. I'm working on Alpine Lake. Please feel free to wishlist it on Steam. So, where did I leave off? I was still looking for Vic. I'm a new player. I don't know where Vic is. I already went over there. She wasn't over there. Go down here. Following the road. I gotta put some fun collectibles over here. Oh, here's another place I can go. Oh, maybe this is Vic. Oh, I already talked to you. You're Birch. Never mind. Oh. And it looks like she said nonsense again. So it's, oh, it just popped up in front of us. Yo, I'm Vic. A little confused. All right, she says a lot. Oh. Remove the text animator script from player conversation subtitle. I need to be very descriptive because apparently sometimes I'll write something and I won't remember. Okay, so she starts you off on like how to garden. So she gives you a hoe, a watering can, and some sunflower seed. It looks like I gotta return to Eugene. Excellent. Met the important business owners. Does he have me? Oh, interesting. So I never got the build quest because Carlos waits. He doesn't give you that quest until you hand in the scary letter. But maybe he doesn't need... Because clearly I spoke to him before I handed in the letter. I never came back to him, so he didn't give me my starting building materials. Okay. Move Carlos's quest. starting quest. Do not require scary letter. Good. Now I got a bunch of quests lining up. Bring Vic 3 sunflowers. Alright, I can't really do that. Construct a building on my property. Okay, that's the game. I got a lot of bugs I gotta figure out. I have an axe. Not technically clear how to clear this stuff, but every life sim in the world has tools and debris, so I'm not too worried. Maybe my instinct is to come up to this stuff and swing an axe at it. Tutorial. Hover the sledgehammer over the structural items you would like to destroy. Alright, so one thing is this camera has no bounds. Add constraining bounds to demo to construction. I mean, this is pretty simple. These highlight, I think that's clear. On. Ooh, and then we get a bunch of materials. I might. So I'm now about to start building, but I don't know where my materials are because they went to my mailbox. I set it in text, and for gamers who breeze through text, they won't know that it's in their mailbox. So I might add an entry. Insert quest entry to force players to visit their mailbox. Get Carlos's materials. Okay, that should make it clear. Look, and Jules is already sending me a letter. I enjoyed your visit. It was nice to meet someone with energy. I never confirmed whether or not she stopped breaking me. Should do that. Or I build. No, let me build something. Yeah. Your text. Right. Task updated. Turn to Carlos. Oh no. All reference. Why? Calculate floor blockers. I didn't catch that when it happened, so I don't know exactly what I did. It had something to do with mouse building creation. Pretty party. That was fast. It was easy. Right, so he starts that quest. And Jules wanted to talk. Mystery favor. Mystery favor is not highlighted. Highlight mystery favor. Well, you've got a good heart. Of course. Tap, Mark. Follow me. Going home. And maybe What you working on, gamer? How you doing? First time chatter, welcome in. We are working on an Innkeeper-Sim. It's a life sim game, kind of like Stardew Valley, with a little bit of instruction elements, which makes it from a farm game to an innkeeper game. Here I'm testing out the opening quests, trying to get a build out. All the buildings on your property, they're built by you. Kind of like The Sims. I want to like add a room here. You have your inventory down here. And go into build mode. Drop some floors. Drop some walls. Now I have a new room. A door. Boom. And just get the rock out of the way. Hydrate. Thank you. You're a developer, but never worked on a game before. Well, I'm a game developer, but I'm not a real developer. We're like the opposite of each other. What kind of stuff do you develop? I've noticed something funny, like the trees are nice. Like there's no reason to cut down trees, but they're just in the way. So I always cut them down when they're in the front building. And you think I need decorative trees that are shorter, that I don't feel so I want to put them there and they don't block the view. Full stack plus mobile. So everything from websites to desktop apps and even mobile apps. That is quite the breadth of. Depends on the client. Are you freelance or do you work? Do you have a full-time job, developer? Okay, so one of the quests is to create some rooms. Part of the game also is managing your rooms, so I need to make some guest rooms. Name them. So I always do this. The owl room. I always name them after animals. Rabbit room. Hate it when it makes two room colors the same. Oh, it doesn't help when it's raining. It's kind of hard to see. I'm a contractor, kind of. Contracting in the UK is like freelance with stability. So you get put on a project for 3 to 6 months at a time. Nice. In the UK. So can you make changes while the game is running? No, not really. Like I kind of can. Like I could just grab stuff and move it around. But it won't save. Like nothing I do will save. Anything permanent has to be done not playing. So, yeah. And if I change code, like if I rewrite a script or something, it'll wait to compile until I stop playing. Thing needs to compile. That's kind of the most annoying thing is it's getting a little slow. Hi, I'm a full stack dev by day and game dev by night. Feel free to ask any questions if you're interested in starting. Yes. Clickbait Game Studio. I'm very experienced at both. Working on his own game. Is Top Seed the official name of it? If Then Software. The stream layout looking really nice and looking really clean. Thank you. Hello, how are you doing? First time chatter. Welcome in. Bad devs, yo. Yeah. Good. Bring the devs in. I need dev help. Over the seed limit. That's great too. What I'm leaning towards, but open to suggestions. That's a pretty good one. Ben, thank you for the follow. Hey, what's my bike doing here? All right, should I stop and fix some of these bugs or should I keep going? Maybe. Thank you for the follow. Wow, 2 follows. 2 follows in 5 seconds. Gotta say, usually I get 1 follow a week. 2 in 5 seconds? That's crazy. Thank you. I'm gonna stop and fix some of these bugs before I continue. Yeah, so the stream layout, I added these like, this border around this stuff. Made myself a little. When you look really tiny, it looks weird. Upload. Alpine Lake Steam page looks great, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate it. I immediately already need to redo the trailer because all the characters are like the old clothing system, and now I have this new clothing system and new hair and glasses and all this fun stuff, and they look way better, and I feel like it's hurting the trailer a lot. When I do code streams, I tend to be tiny and it covers the code and preview. Oh, you stream too? What kind of stuff do you stream? Do you just stream your day job, or do you stream personal projects? But I think it looks bad, to be honest. I prefer yours. I shall steal it and pretend I came up with it. Please, take it. I mean, I didn't make this up. This structure of like person in the corner with cropped screen up there, and then info down here, and actually chat used to be up here. Where's chat? Well, that's funny. My chat is gone. Where'd it go? Oh well. I used to have chat like up here, but whatever. It's not there anymore. Variety streaming, coding, gaming. I did a cabin build on stream a couple of weeks ago. What's a cabin build? 2 days coding, 2 days gaming a week. Nice. What kind of games are you playing right now? Oh wait, Nick, you said, and from the UK, finally from a cool place. I feel like the UK is the perfect time. It's like a decent time that this stream goes on. The US, nobody from the US is watching me. It is too early. This is all of Europe. Like, I built a log cabin in my garden. That's amazing. Please, if you have stuff to share, post the link. I'm happy to share. I'll give you a follow. Oh no, I missed most of the stream, Curdy Bear. You're here now, that's all that matters. Your #1 sub right there. Kurt is #1 in biddies. He has given me biddies. He's the only one that knows how. Let's see. Held a message for smart detection. Just subscribe with Prime, Kurt. Thank you for the sub. Ooh, we got incoming before and after pics. Okay, this is the before. Look at that. All right, check out the after. This is Maybe's cabin. Holy moly. Holy moly, that looks awesome. What? Before. After. Before. After. You made this on stream? Crazy. That's awesome. Gorgeous. I like the black on like the orange wood. Really nice. Got like a nice modern clean feeling to it. That's great. So what are you gonna do in this cabin? Is it just like a hangout zone? Is it an ADU? What are they called? Yeah, additional units. Yeah, the colors are tough, especially with like wood. It's funny. I had similar like, I mean, obviously it's just a game, but deciding what colors are going to be the wood and going to be the roofing was like, it took me a long time to find the ones that I liked, and I came across an image online that was okay. I like this. I like this color wood, and then I have blue roofing on everything. You want to customize it so you can do whatever you want. Right now it's just blue, but I can't build roofs yet because I don't have crafting table. Oh yes, I do. Crafting table. A gabled roof. Get those roofs on. Yeah, the appealing to everyone thing is hard. Oh no, I put the door here and then instead of here. That's gonna bug me. All right, let me go back to fixing those bugs. If anyone else has anything to share, please. I like to share what other people are doing. I don't like to just sit here and talk about myself all the time. Because you're a VFX artist, so you must have a lot of good experience. I have a lot of experience in CG. I've never shown this. I'm always here talking about Alpine Lake, and I don't really talk too much about my day job, which I do most of the time. I'm way more experienced at that, but yeah, I'm like a CG VFX artist. I've never showed my reel though. Maybe I'll show my reel. Where is my reel? I've started like uploading all of these Twitch streams to my YouTube. So my YouTube is now 50 Twitch streams and like my reel at the bottom. Here for you. Not the game. Be here for me. Nothing. This is my demo reel, by the way. If anyone's interested. Let me pause the music. I love the music. In case anyone wants to know what I do during the day. Most ridiculous commercial ever. Friskies. That is the day job. And unfortunately, that song is probably going to get my stream muted for a couple of minutes, but that's okay. Still don't understand what you do. You've seen some of those on TV? Fighter of the night, day job. Protector of the... Guardian of the sun. Oh, I love that show. Oh, I'm rewatching Arrested Development right now. I love Arrested Development. Oh my god, it never gets old. It never gets old. I am cracking up at the same jokes. As hard as I did the first time. Again and again. To update it, I know there's a certain beach spot missing from your reel. Oh, beach spot. You mean Lombardomo? Do people want to see that? Does anybody want to see a birthday gift I made in Unreal with Curdy Bear and FB? Maybe I'll show it next time when FB's around, because FB wrote the music, and so I shouldn't do it now. I told my friend about you. She loves cozy games. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, heart swell. You do realize that when you guys say such nice things to me, I have such a good day. Like, my day from here on is amazing. So thank you. You're so tempted to do it now. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'll wait for FB. Remind me. Kurt, you gotta remind me. The folding phone was playing at the mall for weeks. Oh yeah, you're right. So that commercial that got around. That was the first iteration of the Z Flip, the Samsung Z Flip, which I have to say is a terrible phone. They had so many features like about that phone that they were showing off that were solving problems created by the features. It was like a cyclical, terrible thing. Like they were like, oh yeah, it has this thing that cleans the joints so that dirt doesn't get in the mechanics, so it can always fold. And I'm like, well, maybe the problem is that there's an exposed piece of mechanic that dirt can get into, and you're like showing off that feature like it's awesome. I don't know. Yeah, and then there's a crease. You know, they were trying to advertise it like there's no crease, but there's a crease, and it's very clear. Any person who bought that phone is like, oh, there's a crease in my phone. Cool. Okay. Highlight mystery favor. Easy. That first. Jewels, quests. Mystery favor. Can you? All I need to do is... Oh wait, did I put it here? Yeah, here. Here you go. Highlight. Boom. Done. Insert quest entry to force players to visit their mailbox to get Carlos's materials. Okay. Creating problems they solve like startups in 2023. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't want to do that right now. Add constraining bounds to camera? No. I want to move Carlos' starting quest, not require scary letter success. Yes, that one I want. Carlos. Quest. Start. Pity party. So pity party now requires scary letter to be a success. Let's not require that anymore. Let's just get that quest immediately. Oh, okay. There's a lot of dialogue that requires. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is shoot. Maybe. Okay, I know. I'm gonna have a quest that triggers. I'm gonna have a quest that triggers after your conversation with Eugene, only if you haven't spoken, or if you've already spoken to Carlos. I think that is cooler. And that quest will be called Starting Fresh. Eugene told me to visit Carlos for some help. Okay, that's it. And that will happen in conversation. Eugene, basic, quest. So at the end of Scary Letter, Don't stay up too late. Where do I give that quest? Here's a list of the local Chamber of Commerce members. Perhaps they can give you some advice. Okay, I'm gonna infuse it right there, where it goes. I made a clip about myself using Tracy's podcast. I don't think anyone will like it. Nick, I'm happy to watch it. So here are the local... I want to create a child. So if we've already spoken to Carlos, we need to tell the player, go back to Carlos. So let's only do this if condition. And meet Carlos is part of the quest. Entry of meeting the new. Meet Carlos. Yeah. If it is... So only if we've successfully already met Carlos. We want Eugene to say, oh, here's a list of... Make sure you get Let's see, what can... say Ian Carlos. Have some advice on how to build. You're doing it. Okay, that's it. And then boom, new quest. Quest state. Whoa. Oh, these are commented out. So not meet the neighbors. We want to do fresh start. Or starting fresh? What did I call it? Starting fresh. Yeah, starting fresh. Okay, so that's set to active. Sent it to me on Instagram. If it's on, yeah, I'll watch it later. Watch it later, Nick. Oh, it's 8:50. We only have 10 minutes. This is my least favorite part of the stream. On here for the fans, Nick, you need to guarantee that it's okay. You need to guarantee it. You need British people to like me. Nick, I can't do it. I can't do it. I like you. All right, you got one person. You got him to like you without even showing content.
You and me. Booyah, Grandma. Booyah.
Thank you. I work in theater, so my track record is iffy. Listen, Nick, I think you're an incredibly creative person, and you make wonderful things. It's just not stream appropriate always. But that's you. You should have a stream. I think there needs to be a Nick Monroy stream. Corpo Wolf, hello. First time chatter, welcome in. I am so sorry to all the people that have just joined us. Because we've reached the last 10 minutes of the stream, I'm sorry. But for the newcomers that are here, I'm here twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, until about now. My name is Andrew, indie game dev, working on Alpine Lake. Thank you for the follow, Corpo Wolf. Working on a game called Alpine Lake. It is an Innkeeper-Sim, very cozy vibes. Please feel free to wishlist it. Check out the Steam page. I'll be back next Tuesday. Oh shoot! Oh my god, I just realized something. Going to Japan on Tuesday. This is my last stream for like 2 weeks. Oh no, that's so horrible. I'm not going to be able to stream for 2 weeks. No, I'm not going to be. So I'll be back. Oh my god, when will I be back? I'm going to Japan to look for an apartment. So the 19th I get back. That means my next stream will be the 21st. Stream from Japan? I might be able to. I don't know. Before you end your stream, I have a Maya question for you. Have you ever adjusted the working units in Maya? It's default to centimeters. Yes. You go to Windows, Settings and Preferences. Then, in here somewhere, Settings, Working Units. From linear, you change it to whatever you want. Meters, inches, foot, yard. There you go. Maya versus Blender. I've been using Maya for 17 years because I started in college. I've been using Maya for 17 years. I tried learning Blender. I'm going to stick with Maya. I will pay for the indie version of Maya before I switch to Blender. I love Blender though. Blender is awesome. It has so many good tools and workflows that are interesting and unique, but as someone who's been using Maya for so long, I can't not use Maya. It would be detrimental to the process. I set mine to inches, but I don't know if mine didn't work correctly or if it's an issue with working units. What do you mean? Because it's really just relative, you know. If you set this, it doesn't like change too much. It's just like it kind of changes the way simulations work. Not many things reference that working unit. You know, if you change it there, it should be changed. But you know, these like squares won't actually change. Only simulated stuff that references the working unit. If I make a cube, it's not 1 by 1 by 1 inches. Oh, extrude offset 1 isn't 1 inch. I see. I see. That actually should be true. Let me make a new scene. I'll see what happens. Make a new scene. Before we end it, I'll help you with it. So I'm gonna change the working units to, where was it? Play settings. I changed this to inch. Now we're in inches. Okay, it did actually update the grid. If I make a cube, let's make my grid size different. Grid option. So I have it every 10 lines. So let's say I want it 1. Wait, no, let's do 100 and then 1. Apply? Yeah. Okay, so that made my grid 1. Right, so that's the size of 1. And if I do an extrude, and I set that to 1, let's see what happens. Local translation. If I set this to 1, yeah, look at that. You have another question that's probably really important? Hit me. We got 4 minutes left. Do you like cabbages? I do. Cabbage is good. I like veggies. So I've been making this. I haven't made it in a little while, but there's a Japanese recipe for okonomiyaki, which is a cabbage pancake, savory cabbage pancake. I used to make it all the time. This down. Why are you taking notes on whether I like cabbages? Now I'm concerned. Were you at AEW at Wembley? I don't even know what that means. Wembley. All right. So this does work. Corpo, you want to keep chatting about Maya and have issues? Hit me up on Discord. You can join the Alpine Lake Discord channel if you feel like it. You just message me directly. Whatever. But yeah, let's find someone to raid. I'm sorry I gotta go, and I'm not gonna be back for a while. That makes me sad. Let's see who's online. Who's online? Oh, there's a lot of people online today. I've never been to Anderson. We're going to Anderson. We're gonna raid Anderson. Oh, wait. Cancel. That didn't even look like the right person. I didn't spell his name right. Anderson. Oh, it's 2 S's. I almost rated the wrong person. All right, guys. Thank you all for being here. If you like what you see, drop me a follow. I'll be back in a couple weeks. If you are interested in Alpine Lake, give it a wish list. Even if you're not, give it a wish list. Thank you for all the new followers. The raid was canceled. Yeah, I got a new raid going. Seriously, I love you all. You keep me going, and I have a great day because of all the nice things you all say. So thank you. Don't forget the googly eyes on all the animals, and I will catch you all in a couple weeks.